Not my garage. Not the Rickety Rocket. I hate to inform you all, but Rickety Rocket is not going to be at Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0 this year. We decided to pull the plug on the cage updates and all the other stuff we had planned, just because we didn't want to, you know, cut corners and half-ass the car. It's probably a smart idea, but it will not be there. But that doesn't mean that I won't have a car there. So in the meantime, you know, we kind of collectively put some thoughts together on what we should do. So I've had the spare change thing sitting around out at Noah's grandfather's house. You all remember this car from earlier episodes. So we went and grabbed one of my spare 5.3s, one of my spare 400s, and we're gonna put it in there just so I can go to Race Week 2.0. Now it'll be in a, probably won't be very fast. I don't know, we're shooting for like a high 12, see what happens. But that means that me, the dude, Noah, probably Jared, look at him, look at that shirt. Gonna be working pretty hard for the next few days to get this done. But we're gonna just highball this thing together and hope it works. How confident you feel, Noah?
Done stuff like this before. It's just another swap.
Jared, what do you think?
Time.
Which we don't have much of. How many days do we have until we leave?
What we say, 55?
Yeah, like 55 days, and we're building a whole new car because
I'm sure there's race weeker guys out there less time than us.
probably. Anyway, so we're gonna get started on this nonsense.
Oh yeah.
Here.
You guys can get it. I'll bring my can.
A lot of disassemble to reassemble. It's like no disassemble, Johnny 5. No, do you even know what that means?
Johnny 5 is alive.
All right, so he's young, but he ain't that young. Get our good old vice grip and pinch off the brake line. Now I've had this car quite a few years, and I've had it almost running like 3 different times, and then I decided I want a bunch of parts back off of it. So a lot of the stuff you see will be loose. I know it was loose. I've never actually finished this car. But that's gonna change this time. We're gonna do something with it. Need to. Before it just rots away like every other Fox body. Oh, I got my face. Can't hurt the money maker. Ow. Let it take us, man. It was no time at all. So there's our Ford version of the UPRK member that we're gifting to the dude for the Grandpa Buick Fairmont build. But I'm gonna take my spindles and struts and stuff off of it. He gets the arms though, that's a decent deal. So, just need to loosen the spindles, get them out of the way, and get ready to put those on our other tubular K member and our tubular A arms. So this K member here was built locally by a friend of ours, Rodney McLaughlin, Hook and Chassis up in Holt, Missouri. He builds these. But this one, as you can tell, has had some work done. A few years ago, I bought a wrecked New Edge Mustang, had this in it, and it was bent, and they took a pretty good hit. So I took it back up to Rodney. He threw it in the jig, fixed it all back up. And we're gonna stick her in here now. Probably get some paint on it, the dude pointed out. We'll probably do it at some point. We'll throw it in the car though.
All right. Why are you tightening it?
Because we're putting it in.
Oh, that's right.
This is the new one. All right, go to the side.
I'll edit that out.
Garage floor shuffle. Oh, of course you'll edit that one out.
I don't think that.
All right, so we got to pull the stock harness off here and get all this junk out of the way. I did rob one of my other cars for its Holly harness. I'm going to use the ECU out of the Rickety Rocket for the time being. But other than that, guys, this car is built with just stuff I have laying around. I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to car parts. So we got this great idea to put this thing together, and it's not really going to cost us very much money out of pocket to do, we hope. But it should be fun. Like I said, I think we're shooting for high 12s in A. It might go faster, it might not. We don't know. I don't know if we care though. Do we know?
Just as long as you make it have fun, man.
That's what I'm going for, is just making it to have fun.
Show up for the cold snacks, dude.
Probably, which one do you call that? Oh, just undo that, and then undo those two, and then that whole thing will come off there.
Is that an 8 or 10?
I think those are 10s. But if anybody needs a stock harness, I have a spare laying around now.
You tell the people this is the one that you picked?
Well, you've never edited the video for this motor.
Not yet.
So this motor actually came out of a friend of mine's. It's a Tahoe or Suburban or something. They cut it up, put tractor tires on it, and we're like ball hauling through the swamps and stuff out here. And they tore up the 4L60. I know, imagine that, right? So he sold the transfer case out of it, was gonna scrap it, but the motor was good. So he said, hey man, come out and help me pull it and you can have it. So we got it, there's video of it. And now it's gonna go in a car and we're gonna go to race week with it. Well, which is cool because we actually heard this motor run. We fired it up to use the power steering because it didn't have any gears in the 4L60 and no transfer case. But so I have heard this motor run, unlike many of the other motors we've done. So we're already ahead of the game on that, I think.
Wait, this isn't a reason to swap to an LS by itself. We use what, 2 sockets?
So far, I used more different sockets undoing the K-member than we've done on the motor so far. You got all. Got the spark plug wire removal tool out. I bet these things are probably original.
Feel like it.
They look like it.
I don't think you can buy them with the shields on them, can you?
No, I don't think they've ever been apart. That looks factory. Either way, we'll put new ones on it. That's fine.
It's got Delco plugs in it too. Oh, shit.
What did we break? That's alright. I got like 6 of them.
It's probably still one ahead over here.
Probably. If not, I think I've got 8 sets of cylinder heads laying around the shop. Surely one of them has. Question is, are we going to take the over-under on how many of the manifold bolts we break in the process?
Less than 2.
I'm going to go with 4.
Don't break them on purpose.
I never break. Well, hell, I see 2 of them. I think there's one for sure. I can't tell if the back one's broke or not.
Once you get out to WD and spray them down now, so you got a chance to come out.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
Sounds like planning ahead.
I guess so we can look and see what the oil looks like. Oh dang, she don't look too bad. I'll see no glitter bomb in there, so that's good. Doesn't smell burnt. Oh, and it was full. Now,
Change oil on that thing?
I use that loosely, yeah. Use that loosely because it's been rocked and rolled and everything, but it's not super low. It's not overfull from us jostling around. I'll have to revisit a previous video when I talked about putting the freeze plug in the intake. If we're going to run this intake, I don't know. I do have the NBSS TBS intake that we can put on. I've got the Dorman car intake we can put on. The one that's loosely based off the fast intake. Or we've got like 9 of these things. I've got a true LS1 intake. I don't have any LS6 intakes though. This thing's skyrocketed in price and I'm too cheap to buy one. Hell, actually I got a Holly intake sitting around too. We've got choices, ladies and gentlemen. We can do all kinds of stuff. But we're going to continue ripping this thing apart, getting into it. We got to get the drive accessories off so we can pull out the stock cam, put in one of the cams. I have a sloppy stage 2 cam sitting around, and then I also have a Texas Speed 224, 600 lift, 112 cam, L33 cam, the true LS1 cam. We've got options. I don't know. We'll have to convene, put our heads together, figure out what we want to do. But we'll let you know as soon as we decide. Wah, wah.
Alright, well Scott left me here unattended. He went on a parts run, tool run. I don't know. I'm surprised he trusts me here by myself. While he's gone, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this oil pan, so we got a new hot rod pan going on here so we can fit it into the spare change. I guess it's still spare change right now. Get the oil drain pan off, get the new pan on. Hopefully he gets back with the tools. We can pull the balancer off. Once we get the balancer off, timing cover comes off, and we're gonna put a little spicy little cam in there, just a little something to wake up this NA setup. And we're gonna do it without taking the heads off. So if you guys don't know how that's done, you will after this video, and it saves you a bunch of time and headache. You don't have to worry about retorquing the head studs, bolts, head gaskets, all that not fun stuff. So we're gonna go through, walk through that process, and catch back up once we get a little bit more work done. All right, guys, a couple minutes later, got that LS muscle car pan on here. Nice aluminum pan. Got the provisions for oil cooler if we decide to run that at some point. Doubt it, but that's what we run in basically all our cars. It's a very nice pan. Good price, good build quality. Just fits the car really good. So I'm glad we were able to get one of those again. Got that on there. Scott is still not back with the nuts and bolts and whatnot. So just hanging around waiting on him. He's got my Dr. Pepper too. I'm really waiting for that Dr. Pepper. But anyways, he'll get that Harmog balancer puller here, get that cover off, cam swapped, and she'll be ready to get thrown back into the car. Alright, Scott and Dude showed back up with all the supplies we needed. Put the oil pan on a little prematurely, apparently, for Scott's doing the cam swap.
Yeah, luckily we looked, because there was actually a gasket stuck up in the oil pump, and we kind of double gasketed it, but we took it back apart, fixed it. I've got some Ching Chong Amazon girdle on here, trying to give this thing a...
See if I can get, it's probably a little dark. It's a pretty trick piece. Adds an extra bolt of security to your oil pickup tube.
Yeah, hopefully that's what this thing needs.
So, you got both heads torn down, all the rockers off, valve covers off, so you can see. Like I said earlier,
thing is gross.
Yeah, dude, when they said it was a mud bogger truck, they were not kidding. They took a little bit of the lake with them every time they went in, it looked like.
This is probably one of the grossest 5.3s I've had.
Crustier than crusty?
Yeah, close.
Or is this more like slimy? You call it Slimer?
This is just disgusting is what it is. Like,
but yeah, like I was saying earlier, we're going to be able to show you guys how to do a cam swap without having to take the heads off. It's a pretty neat trick. Scott taught me it when we did my car first go around. And hopefully save a couple of you guys out there a little bit of time and some headache on having to buy head gaskets and all that nonsense. So
we're going to try it anyway. I've done this before.
A couple times, maybe 20.
You still got the push rods in, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, to pull the push rods, we need to find something, a long dowel to shove down through these holes right here.
Yeah, so you took the cam retainer plate off, right?
Yeah, so I got the cam retainer plate off out of the way. Spin the cam, and normally they say that you can do this and it'll kick the lifters back out of the buckets. But I'd always just like to shove something through there so, you know, insurance that doesn't fall the rest of the way down before we pull the cam out.
Yeah, we dropped a lifter and it pretty much set us 10 steps backwards. And this is meant to save us a bunch of time, so.
We're already behind the ball on getting a car together.
Yeah. Car 2, this is car number 2.
Yeah. We count yours to be car 3.
We have done a few motor swaps this year already.
Yeah. So let's find some form of a dowel. I'll get these push rods out, and then we can get the cam out of there.
Alright, so we were able to find some dowels. Got the lifter spun up, dowels in, holding the lifters out of the way. Scott's now pulling the old cam out.
Trying to. She ain't wanting to walk out.
Never said it was easy, guys, just easier.
Okay, no cussing now.
All this crap can fall in the motor too. You want to reach down there and plug it? Just push it. You still can't see crap. How come that one doesn't cut out like all the other ones? I just swore, isn't there normally a cutout right there?
We got another one over here.
Is that one normally is? No, I guess not. Oh. Well, so that was pointless. So no, line that camshaft up, we'll just give her a little hand. Oh, yep, cam bearing. Maybe another row. Free is free. Two of them?
That's what I said. I think we grabbed another one on the way out.
Well, I'm sure we did. May have to just pop this one up too. If it needs cam bearings, it needs cam bearings, right?
Now,
A bunch of baloney.
what is baloney testified to?
We kicked the cam bearings out of our free motor, so we're getting back into the stockpile and seeing if this one's any better.
So basically, we just probably lost 2 days, is what you're saying.
If not more.
So 52 days left?
No, put your weight on that. Scooch over. There you go.
No.
No. There you go.
Nope.
So we're trying to tear this one down. Right off the, you know, the eyeball meter, it looks better than the other one did. So we're gonna tear rockers and stuff off this, undo the sprocket, and see if the cam bearings want to stay in this motor. So, you know, it's nice having multiples of these. Luckily, Noah had this one sitting around.
Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, thanks, Nathan. I'll buy you lunch when you come back.
He's gonna get his money's worth.
All right. Set the other set.
This one.
Yeah, actually looks like people changed the oil on this one.
Yeah, this is the one I think we thought is a reman that we picked out of Thick and Full. It's got some heat tabs on it, so this one was a side impact truck, so it probably had a fairly low mile motor and got T-boned.
Something. Who knows?
Very cool.
Well, you want to grab me those water pump bolts out of that cam over there?
Yep.
So a nifty trick that I like to do is take the water pump bolts, because they're longer. They screw right into your cam so you can spin it over use it as a handle to pull it out.
You still got to pull that plate off there the first, though.
And I can put these in there first. Okay. Hell, I don't know. It's been a long day. How come nothing we do is ever easy, guys? Or is that the fun of it, that it's not easy?
Like you said, questionable performance solutions.
Yeah.
I don't ever question the performance, just the solutions.
Yeah. Is this going to work?
Yeah, that cam has way better free spin than that last one too.
Yeah. Where'd the rods go? Where'd the flashlight go? Well, we're gonna go for it, see what happens. Sorry, Alyssa. You can complain about my laundry later.
Oh yeah. That's how cam's supposed to come out.
All right. Success. No cam bearings attached to our camshaft. Let's just go ahead and get the Miller Time camshaft over here and get it slammed in. And we're just gonna go with it. We'll settle up my tab with whoever later. Just want to get this in before these lifters decide to come falling out.
You want to do an unboxing video?
Yeah. So, looks like we've got a couple cases of Miller Lite. Nope. That is a sloppy stage 2 cam. I did not have a cam box, so this one was new in a box, or 2 boxes.
But he's not going to tell you how he got those empty boxes.
Other than digging them out of the trash, no.
Noah can tell you how he got the empty boxes.
I couldn't. I didn't help with those though.
Looking out my front door. Backward.
Yeah.
Front door, back door, whatever. Camshaft is in. Now, next motor later, we're where we should have been.
3 hours ago.
At least 2.
Yeah. All right, I think that's gonna be a wrap for today. Scott's over here tearing down our engine hoist. Guess let's show him what we actually got done. That is a motor. Repeat back there as a transmission. And I was trying to figure out what we're calling it. Is it still spare change stang or
I don't know what we're gonna call it now. Is it the
the race week reject?
race week reject. The second time's a charm. This is motor number 2 today.
Yeah, if you guys already forgot from a couple minutes ago, that thing
Done spit its guts out on us.
we sure got our dollars worth out of free though. Fun afternoon. We got practiced in tearing down LS motors, like we forgot how to do it or something.
I mean, I didn't, but
It's a good refresher, a little bit of practice, but got 2 motors tore down, put one of them back together, got a cam in it. Still have to do the springs, but we can do that in the car, get some headers on it, little odds and ends, get the accessories on there, but I think it looks pretty good for an afternoon. What do you say?
I was just hoping we would have been done by now, but you know, things happen.
Yeah.
When you're questionable, you acquire questionable things.
But honestly though, I was telling him just to leave that stock cam in there since we're not going for big stuff, and he wanted to put the cam in. I guess it's a good thing, because Enos, Texas is not the place to do a cam swap and find out your cam bearings are bad.
Yeah, the side of the road, Oklahoma and Texas, was not where we wanted to do this. So
We've had enough track parking lot motor swap engine work stuff.
yeah, fingers crossed we're good now.
Yeah,
This motor looked a lot better
a lot better.
than our freebie mud bog motor that we acquired.
Don't get us wrong though, we're gonna rebuild that thing. It's not junk, it's just we don't have enough time.
It's junk for today, but it'll be gold tomorrow.
Yes,
Well, probably not tomorrow, but soon.
soon. Who knows? We gotta figure out what we're gonna put it in though. It's gonna go in something.
There's a couple Thunderbirds out back.
Maybe.
We'll just probably buy something else. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's always something. But as you can see, I'm covered in schmutz. Scott's dirty. His wife's gonna kill him when she has to wash those pants.
It's fine.
So,
Everything's fine.
and we're tired. Dude's chilling.
He's not even dirty.
No, I gotta clean out a little spot for me to park bruised up in here so I can go home.
Yeah.
Good day.
I say good day. You probably quit recording.